it was just one visit for the final of the World Cup. First, the Prime Minister went to watch the match, and then he went to the dressing room of Team India in order to console them. Because remember, there were billions of people who were watching this match. Obviously, there was a lot of pressure on the players, as any leader would do. He went and he commiserated with them. He said, don't worry about it, you played well. But that visit, that one visit, has led to the kind of unprecedented meltdown which frankly I haven't seen in the recent past. I mean, you would think that he has committed the crime of the century, because first it started out with saying, oh, the man himself made us lose because he's a bad omen. Then somebody else went in and said, oh, he only knows how to do event bazi and grab credit everywhere. And then, believe it or not, it has come down to him being called a Paapi and questions being raised about the color of a player's jersey. Of course, one wonders about whether Team India has lost absolutely no match in the past when they were wearing a blue jersey. But I guess when a meltdown happens, facts are the first casualty.
তাও দেখবেন নীলের মধ্যে একটু হলুদ লাগিয়ে দিয়েছে, গেরুয়া লাগিয়ে দিয়েছে। পাপিষ্ঠরা যেখানে যাবে সেখানে মনে রাখবেন, পাপে কখনো বাপেরেও ছাড়ে না। এটা একটা প্রবাদে আছে।
हाँ क्या? पनौती 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 वो अच्छा भला वहां पे अच्छा भला हमारे लड़के वहां पे वर्ल्ड कप जीत जाते, वो वहां पे पनौती हरवा दिया। टीवी वाले ये नहीं कहेंगे, टीवी वाले ये नहीं कहेंगे, मगर जनता जानती है।
फाइनल में कौन पहुंचा? हमारी टीम पहुंची ना अपनी मेहनत से। मोदी जी भी पहुंच गए, मोदी जी भी पहुंचे ना, फट से पहुंचे। मोदी जी वहां पहुंचे कि भाई कहीं हम जीत जाएं तो उस जीत का श्रेय थोड़ा उनको भी मिल जाए, है ना। सारी मीडियाबाजी करते, इवेंट करते।
Today, for the first time, though, the Prime Minister responded. He didn't directly refer to all of those names that were being called, but he did say that it seems to be almost a tradition for some people to abuse him, not realizing that people still continue to rally around him.
बहुत लोग हैं जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी की ताकत को जानते ही नहीं है। उनको लगता है कि मोदी को गाली दे दोगे तो उनकी गाड़ी चल जाएगी, लेकिन उनको पता नहीं है ये पार्टी ऐसी है जिसे कार्यकर्ताओं ने अपने खून पसीने से बनाया है।
In fact, through the World Cup, one of the main cricketers on whom there was a lot of focus was Mohammed Shami. There were people who were insisting that here is a man who is being vilified by the right wing, by the Bhakt Brigade, and the only person standing by him like a pillar has been Rahul Gandhi and the Congress. There were many who had comments to offer about how the Prime Minister hugged him in the dressing room. There were many who even commented about the wisdom of going into the common room and putting the cricketers under even more pressure. Some body language experts had comments to offer about how uncomfortable Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma and Mohammed Shami looked with the Prime Minister's very presence. Unfortunately for them, Mohammed Shami dashed their hopes and their wisdom and their body language interpretation to the ground.
क्या रणनीति रहने वाली है?
देखिए, बहुत ज़रूरी होता है क्योंकि उस टाइम पर हम मैच हार चुके थे और जब आपके प्राइम मिनिस्टर जब वहाँ पे आके आपको प्रोत्साहन देते हैं तो वो एक अलग ही एक कॉन्फिडेंस होता है कि देश का जिम्मेदार आदमी आपके साथ आया है, आपके सहानुभूति दे रहा है। वो बहुत
बात क्या
ये आप मुझसे सुनना चाहते हो। आपको वीडियो भी सोशल मीडिया पे घूम रही है, ऑडियो के साथ घूम रही है। आप लोगों ने देखा ही है कि कैसे उन्होंने सबका साहस बढ़ाया है, कैसे उन्होंने सबसे मुलाकात की है। ये बहुत अच्छा लगा हम लोगों को।
So what really about that one visit has pained everyone so much. Joining us, Sanju Verma continues with us, Tushar Gupta, Senior Editor, Swaraj, Rohan Mitra also continues with us. But my first question is to spokesperson of the TMC, Dr. Riju Datta, and increasingly with the story related to cricket, I begin every day by asking, really?
No, the thing is, see, every political party is a party of the people. And, you know, even though win or lose is a part of a game, but I will take you back to that fateful night that before the match even started, all over India, there were havans, there were pujans, because, you know, patriotism runs through the blood of all Indians, and we are very heavily emotionally invested whenever the Indian cricket team plays. And after India lost the World Cup, there was one young guy from Bengal and one young guy from Odisha that committed suicide because they couldn't take the burden of grief that India has lost the World Cup final. Now, coming to the political narrative, the political questioning that you want me to answer, Padmaja, what Mamata Banerjee said or what Rahul Gandhi said was what people outside Narendra Modi Stadium were saying when the match got over. We resonate the emotions of the people of this country. Because
do you really think that the players lost because they were wearing saffron jerseys?
No, see, saffron jersey is a different thing. See, first of all, saffron is the color of sadhu, saffron is the color of sacrifice. Please do not relate the color of saffron with BJP. Please, let's not do that.
Exactly, but the Chief Minister did. She said the color of their jersey was changed, so they lost.
No, yes, what we are trying to say is that how that came into, let me put it into perspective. There are metro railway stations being built all over Calcutta now. There's a new line that has been built. And every metro station has been painted saffron, and not only this, why Mamata Banerjee raised this topic was because there are central funding that comes to the government of West Bengal, and that central government has given letters to the state government that until and unless you color every rural health unit saffron, we will stop funding. We have got those documents.
Riju Datta, you stay in Kolkata, right? In my first visit to Kolkata, every single electric pole, even the electricity on the flyovers, it's all blue. Everything is blue and white.
I mean, yes, because we believe in respecting the color saffron. We do not believe in politicizing it.
What?
There is no.
You have painted all of Kolkata in the colors of TMC.
Can I say this, Padmaja? Is there any hue and cry about blue and white all over India? But there is a cry about saffronizing the entire country.
Riju Datta, just for clarity, okay, I'm really confused what your argument is, but full marks to you for trying to rationalize this comment. How did Team India lose because their jerseys were saffron?
No, Team India did not lose because of the jerseys were saffron. Team India lost because there were particular people who went there for a photo op, but it did not play according to the script. And the sins of them and their parties have befallen upon our Indian cricket team. And we are superstitious and we believe that.
Okay, Sanju Verma, respond.
Okay. You know, one thing which I liked about Riju was his last line. You know, at least he's honest enough to admit that we are superstitious and we believe that. Because not many people, especially a scientist like Riju, you know, who says that despite my scientific temper, superstition एक ऐसी चीज है जो मैं डंके की चोट पे कहता हूं, मैं उस पे विश्वास करता हूं. The moment Riju admitted that superstition is something he believes in, Riju's argument of 3 or 4 minutes falls flat on its face. Point number 1. Because superstition and logic do not go together. Superstition and science don't go together. Superstition and objective analysis do not go together. My second and most important point, ये तो social media में बहुत चल रहा है. I won't spend too much time on it. That, you know, when Indira Gandhi and Rajiv Gandhi were watching that 1982 men's hockey final, Pakistan beat India 7-1. You know, so does that mean that Indira Gandhi Panauti thi? Nahi. I will never use such a term for an ex-prime minister, even if she is from a different ideological background. November 19th, the day of the World Cup final, was incidentally Indira Gandhi's birth anniversary. But did I say, I don't know about other social media trolls, that Indira Gandhi ka janmdin hai, isliye World Cup final India haar gayi, to Indira Gandhi Panauti hai? No. Or do we say that Priyanka was the general secretary in charge of Uttar Pradesh, and in Uttar Pradesh assembly elections in 2022, Congress was reduced to just 2 seats under 2.3% vote share. Why? Because दादी की नाक वाली प्रियंका वड्रा वहां पर कैंपेन कर रही थी. No, we don't call that मंद बुद्धि पप्पो Mahashay, he has brought a party of 400 plus to 40 plus in Lok Sabha 2014.
Okay,
and has
no
the
personal
longest
comments,
streak
please.
of
This is
losing
not
elections.
nice. No personal
Now
comments, please.
Let me just finish. You know, Riju has caught himself on the back foot and tied himself in knots. There was a discussion on saffron. Yes, saffron is the color of sacrifice. By that very logic, forget BJP, forget this compulsive obsession with BJP. Jab Mamata Banerjee on the 21st of January 2023, Netaji Bose के आदर सम्मान के लिए प्रधानमंत्री भी वहां बैठे थे. कुछ लोग भगवा पहने, saffron clad people said Jai Shri Ram. Mamata Banerjee walked off the dais.
Okay. Let's limit ourselves to what's happened in cricket. Let's limit ourselves.
Dhenu as Rangadhenu. You've changed the name of Ram Navami to Ranga Navami in your textbooks.
Okay.
And you're sitting here and giving a lecture to the BJP.
Okay, I really don't want to go back into that saffron debate, but because this is about the TMC, very quickly, but don't deviate from the topic. Riju Datta.
No, I will not deviate from the topic. Sanjuji said that all my arguments fall flat because I said we are superstitious. Then please tell me empirically and scientifically that when Pradhan Mantri comes to Bengal and says Jai Shri Ram, Prabhu Ram hame jitayenge vote, उसमें कहाँ कौन सा scientific logic है? When he goes to Karnataka and says Jai Bajrang Bali और Bajrang Bali Congress को हराएंगे, उसमें कौन सा? अरे हम
Okay, we have gone completely off topic again. To bring it back, Rohan Mitra, what was it about the Prime Minister's visit that is triggering the Congress so much? I have never seen any innocuous cricket match which everyone is getting so upset with.
Padmaja, the only reason the country is upset is that the team did not win. Coming back to your question, when something bad happens, and if you are a leader, if you are a friend, it's echoing.
We'll just fix it.
Just
Go
my
on,
point
please.
here.
Yes.
When a bad thing happens, and if you really care for somebody, you go and you console that person. You stand by that person. You don't take cameras with you to show that I'm consoling my friend. I'm consoling my people. Those things don't happen, Padmaja. If those kind of videos are going to be leaked and those kind of videos are going to be played on the national television, you cannot expect the opposition to be keeping quiet.
Rohan Mitra, you remember there was a heart-rending video of a vegetable seller from Azadpur Mandi. When Mr. Gandhi met him, the whole thing was recorded. How do you think it was recorded? With Divya Drishti.
So,
there were cameras there.
One second, Padmaja, I am coming to that. So that's my point here.
Mr. Gandhi goes everywhere with cameras.
I am saying that
खेत में वो कैमरे के साथ जाते हैं, and rightly so. I mean, it's the age of social media. Everyone goes with cameras. So
who has set this up, Padmaja? No, 1 second. Can I finish my point? Who's responsible for this? It is the Prime Minister of India. It is this ecosystem which believes that everything should be put out on social media via videos, via WhatsApp.
So Rahul Gandhi is taking a page out of
Prime
PM's
Minister
book.
Before Narendra Modi, even Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Obviously, if that is the narrative which is being created by him and the media and the ecosystem around it, the leaders who stand against him, they will use that same ecosystem, same apparatus available to them to oppose him. And coming back to one more point which I would want to make.
So good. Good, then don't laugh at it when the PM does it. So very quickly, I want to bring in Tushar Gupta. Hold on a second, because just on facts, to be clear, have there been no matches before the Prime Minister's visit to the stadium that Team India has won wearing a blue jersey? Tushar Gupta?
Look, there was a 2011 India versus Australia quarter-final in the 2011 World Cup in Ahmedabad. And the Chief Minister of Gujarat, who was Narendra Modi, was present there and India won. Now, who are you going to blame for it, or who are you going to credit for it? I am appalled by the superstitious display by the opposition in the last 3-4 days. I mean, Riju Datta, who claims he's a scientist, and Rohan Mitra, who's talking about narratives and social media, they actually believe that the Prime Minister's presence has something to do with what transpired in the game? Absolutely not. The color of the jerseys are being debated. I'm sorry, this is not Bengal, where tax swaps are offered for people who paint their houses, blue and white. This is not Bengal, where Mamata Banerjee says, oh, I'm following the Jaipur, the pink city model, so I'm painting the entire Kolkata blue and white using the MP funds. That's not how it works, Riju Datta. At the end of the day, you have to understand our players had a bad day. Often players can have a bad day irrespective of the color of their jerseys. They'll win many, they'll lose a few, and that's all that happened. None of the 130,000 people present there that day, be it the Prime Minister or be it someone who had travelled from Bengal to watch the game in Ahmedabad, are responsible for it. What is wrong with the opposition?
Okay,
you say that you want to stitch together an alliance and combine the strength of the entire regional parties and win the 2024 elections. How are you going to do that? By undermining the people of Gujarat? By undermining the 130,000 people from all across India who went to Ahmedabad to saw the game? Are you really making sense?
Okay, I'm going to end it there. I'm out of time. I think the perfect 3 words to end this debate with is something that Mohammed Shami today tacitly said, although in not so many words. Get over it. Thanks very much, all gentlemen, Sanju Verma, for joining me.